folks, up in the 406 region. Doing chores here today, doing things a little bit different because we got to go on a trip. So I got to come in here, pick out a decent bale or two or three to feed the ewes and the cow. I'm gonna feed hay today. Middle of the haying season, middle of summer, and I'm feeding hay. I know, but it's what I got to be able to do to make sure that the family's still capable of watching the animals for me when I'm not here. They're not able to move them, especially since my brother and I are both going. The family's not going to be able to move the hay, move the animals. Excuse me. Trying to pick out a bale here. To move the animals on rotation, like my brother and I do, they aren't able to do that. So what I'm going to do here is get everybody set up so that they are able to keep the water to them anyhow. And I guess that bale's okay. Keep the water to them, and that way I don't have to worry about them. I'm going to give the cows a nice big area. I'm not completely sure if I'm going to give the cows hay or not. I'm going to move the sheep, but in the netting, you know, that only counts for one day. So they need hay. And that's what I'm doing. I am getting in here, getting a few bales. It's not going to be the prettiest hay, not going to be the best, but it's going to be feed for them that they'll have to eat. And that'll be that. So, went ahead and grabbed 2 bales. I might give the ewes 3. Let's see. 14. They might get 3 or 4 bales. Just, you know, it is what it is. I'll just unroll it out there, and they'll eat the alfalfa and the green grass they have first, of course, and go from there. This here area is where I fed them really hard this spring and held everybody back. As you can kind of tell, I mean, you can tell it's light. This is where we normally stack hay, right? So it's not very dense. But I'm actually surprised that the alfalfa came back as good as it did out here. Because, like I said, this is where we normally stack our hay. So obviously the grass isn't going to be all that grand right here on this. It's where we stack our hay because it's a gravel hilltop. And the water will run off. So multitude of reasons why I stack hay here and why the grass isn't all that good and dense. But after all this rain we've had here this last week, it should help the ground, soil, that out back. I didn't get to bale it. It's too wet. I can't bale it. So that whole field is basically straw. Will be when I get back, which really sucks. For the fun of it, I might take a feed. I might have the hay tested, a bale tested off there to get the feed value out of it, so I know where the protein's at, which will be minuscule, if any. Quite unfortunately, but you know, that's how life's been going here lately for us. Usually end up losing about 20 grand on everything I try to do here. So, but I'll feed them other hay that's better that I haven't put up yet, and that'll just be more carbon, I guess, and that's just how I look at it. It's more carbon going down, which I really didn't need because all those out there from last fall is what is that. But oh well, it is what it is. Can't predict the weather. The U.S. economy and stuff, they spend millions and millions of dollars trying to tell you what the weather's going to do and all this, and they might as well have a rock outside, and if it's dry, it's not raining. If it's wet, it's raining. If it's white, it's snowing. That's about as good as the weather forecast would predict anyway, so I think that's what I'll just do, have old weather rock outside. And this here field, this is the wet house field. This wasn't grazed. This was, well, it was, but one time. This has been grazed twice. As you can tell, I don't, we'll see what that rain did. We'll see how it happens this fall. It's going to get hot here this week. I don't think I'll be back. I won't be back across that. I was going to try for 3 or 4 times and see how that quickly rotating them through it goes, but I don't know. That's not very well, I don't think. Got a lot trampled in there, though. It looks like that's just dirt, but that's all hay and grass. That's all carving and armor. So there's quite a bit trampled down in there. So that's nice. But I don't think I'll graze it again. I do not. So this kind of sucks because I got to go all the way around the sheep in order to get these bales cut open and done. So out there's got some good hay. So hopefully it stays green so I get back from this Gabe Brown event. It's an opportunity I don't think I can miss, so it is what it is. It's not like hay's going for all that much this year anyway, so there's no point in trying to get as good a hay as possible because it's not, people aren't paying what really good hay should go for, so they'll pay just as much for the lower quality stuff as they will for the good stuff, and it is what it is. In our area, most producers, you know, they want 100. I bet it's probably gonna be around the 145 mark per ton this year. I'll have to I'm watching it yet. Some people under that, other people are above that. It kind of all depends. Further east of us, there are hay crops. They only got about half. The spring was really weird. We had the moisture, but we didn't have the heat and the sun. So it didn't really blow up like normal. It just kind of really slow at growing. So then, yeah, it was just all kind of stunted. So people, yeah, hay fields are about half what people normally thought they should be getting. So, but that being said, plenty of hay over from last year. And like I said, that'll be at that 125 a ton or 135. So it is what it is. We're not in an area where people pay for dairy quality hay. So there's cows. I moved the cows up here on the sheep charger. I am completely done with the Parmax. They are total garbage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send in the 2 again for warranty again. Send them in, and then I don't know, I'll probably give them to the neighbors or something if they want them. Other than that, other than maybe keeping them chickens in or something, they ain't worth nothing for no livestock out and around to have. Make sure I don't run over no fence out here. Sheep might be out of water because I haven't got up here yet to them this morning, but I knew I had to move them, and I've been slowed down all day. Had the wheel on the tractor here. Katie, there's Katie hanging out by her house she likes, and they're out of water, they're out of salt. Why is there 2 feed buckets in there? Someone else threw an extra bucket in there. Anyway, we'll take care of that. They ain't dying. We'll take care of that here once we get them moved. I'm gonna go ahead and unroll the hay kinda out here. You know, we're moving further north. Instead of just going back west. I was just going to go west, but I think I'm going to move the pen north, and then that'll give me a little bit of an area to keep the cows on there. South side of the ewes. Go ahead and set that one. Well, nope, can't set that one down yet. I gotta cut the twine off of this bale back here, and yeah, I almost can guarantee you the animals are gonna eat this area here first, because that's where it's the most nutrients are at. But let me go ahead and cut that net wrap and be back with you. Alright folks, got one bale unrolled, but wanted to show y'all something. Now, this here looks like a junk bale, it really does. You know, it's from the outside, it's just junk. From the ends, it looks like junk. But I guarantee you, once you get in here, now I got netting off, I can pull some off. Look at that. See, we get away with not having to store our hay in round bales. Out here, you know, sun might be washing a little bit there, but that's still good quality green hay. Just like this bale was. Back east, if you leave your bale sitting on the ground, well, places where they get more moisture than we do, but since we're in a dry climate, you know, these round bales can sit out here for a long time, and you can come open them up and they'll still be nice and green on the inside. Since I'm not on rolling with the bale truck, and I'm kind of just doing this kind of quickly, the sheep, I'll let the sheep just get on this. Nothing's gonna get hurt by rolling on them. And like I said, I'm gonna unroll another one or two here, and possibly I'll call the boss man and ask what he wants, because all that standing forage is a day and a half here, and what you can see. And like I said, this next move is going to put them in where we had more of the more nutrient grass. I bet this will be dirt when I come home. It's gonna kind of suck to see that, but most likely be dirt. Anyway, since I don't got the bale truck, I'm using the tractor front tire to try to unroll them, so you don't get as good of unroll as otherwise. That light was already broke, wasn't me. But we're gonna go ahead and set this bale down and unroll it. Alrighty folks, went ahead, got that done. Gave them 3 bales, set 1 bale over there for the cows. I'm going to give them a big enough area, they shouldn't need it, but I don't want to hear that the cows are out of feed, so I can always pick it up with the tractor and move it, or unroll it there later and let it do its thing. So now I have to head way out back and feed the rams a bale and let them eat that, and they'll be good. Bring a bale back into the barnyard for the cow that's in the barn, and she'll be good. We're gonna bring the fire truck, the Meals on Wheels, back over here and park at the sheep. And I'm gonna have my uncle buy a gravity fed valve in town tomorrow, and he'll put that together. And then these ewes here will have 450 gallons, and he won't have to. Won't have to water them all day. That bar makes it look like my thing's all really wonky and crooked, and that's just because this bolt over here came loose and it slid up. It's not all bent to heck. I have to point that out because last year we spent a lot of time working on it before last haying season, and we were a couple of bolts short, so we didn't get down the center, and then that one slipped up. So all that'll take is pound it down and tighten up the 2 center bolts on it, and it won't move again. So I'm going to go ahead and road all the way out to the rams. Everybody that watches my channel knows where they're at. It'll be kind of a boring tractor ride for y'all, so I'm going to go ahead and get out there and do that. Alright everybody, I spent the day getting prepared to leave. Got the animals all moved. As you can see, some are eating the hay, some are just playing on the hay, playing King of the Mountain. Anyway, they all like it, so they're good here. Got the charger hooked up, got the dog hooked up, and got the cows hooked up, all in one charger because that stupid Parmac is garbage. But I gave the cows plenty of area. They do have the bale there. Got they shouldn't eat it, but if they eat it, they eat it, and they don't, they don't. I'll just unroll it for carbon on the ground. So the animals are moved. Everybody's good. I'm gonna go ahead and drive the fire truck up here in the corner, put the hose onto it, so don't have to worry about starting it tomorrow. And then that'll be a night, and then it'll be 6-7 hour car ride yet tonight. It's 5:30 and I'm still a couple hours away from being able to leave, so it'll be fun, but it'll be worth the trip. So that'll do it for this one, folks. If you liked anything, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for watching.